what do we have here? We have a new freaking day and a new set of legs that we need to grow. I mean, it's kind of interesting thinking about it from, like a teleportation perspective, because realistically, if we were to ever, have that in working order, we'd probably need to like recompose our atoms or something like that once we go through that teleportation portal. So, by that logic, you are always, it's the same legs, whatever that is, but they're constantly being reconstructed every day, so you kind of get a new pair of legs every day. So I kind of think about things, along those lines. But anyways, we have legs. A big roundabout explanation, but that's going to be the freaking plan for today. And I actually looked at the plan for once, and it is pretty simple. We're getting into leg extensions, leg curls, stiff leg deadlifts. I don't even think inner thigh machine is on there, but I always like to throw it in because it's a good stretch and it's a good way to kind of stabilize the knee for a lot of different movements, whether you're doing like a stiff leg deadlift, like a hinging, or you're doing something more along the lines of like a pressing movement, like a squat or a leg press, or like a lunge, something like that. But that is the freaking plan. And it's kind of interesting because the gym, cardio, all that has just been cake for me. It has always been easy. Of course there are those days where I really don't freaking feel like moving or doing anything, like I'm just beat. But at the same time, it's just, it's the work that needs to be done. And I think it's kind of interesting. It all comes down to a feeling, because I know if I don't hit my cardio, I don't hit my lift, I probably won't hit my goals as quickly. And to the same degree, I just won't feel as good the next day. I'll be a little more tired, probably sluggish. I don't know. It's a little more nuanced than that. Every day is a little different, but it's interesting. But my point with all this is the toughest thing for me to do in my business, it's not cold outreach, it's not warm outreach, it's not even like making ads or anything like that. It's just content. That's like the toughest thing for me, is just sitting down with a script in front of me and just freaking doing the content. And I kind of like am looking at it now more from the stance of like, all right, I need to treat this like lifting and cardio, just a non-negotiable. Because when you have really good content for your business, you are just freaking flying. You are just ready to go, because you have a lot of really good stuff to offer people, and you can help a lot of people. That's my main reason for doing a lot of this. Even though you're not going to see immediate results from making like 20, 30 pieces of content, it's still worth it. It's still worth it just to kind of boost more understanding. Like the more we can learn, the more we can understand, so on and so forth. So I think that's just a really valuable piece of it all. It's just the content. That's almost like you want to lift, like you want to grow your muscles, but you don't have a gym. Like the gym is like the content for business. You kind of like I'll say it again, it's a little more nuanced than that, but if you can have really good content, then the business kind of runs itself. You like obviously need to reach out, make sure people are good to go, but at the same time, you already have it all set. You are freaking good to go. But anyways, that's the plan for today. Just legs. And then other than that, meditation's been going really well. Everything is just freaking panning out. Just keeping it super simple, like just doing the meditation, not like putting too much thought into, oh man, I got to be mindful of all my thoughts all the time. Come on. I mean, that is just not, I don't want to say it's not feasible, but why? You know, like at the same time, like if you can pay attention to everything in a very calm way and do what you need to do, and then also, you know, just make progress, like be productive and enjoy the process all, you know, at the same time, then I don't think it really matters that you catch every single little thought. I mean, that's just doesn't really make sense, you know, or there's just really no point. It's almost like a status thing at that point, like, yeah, I'm aware of all my thoughts. Like, okay, cool, dude. But yeah, so it's been cool because I'm not really chasing after that status anymore. I used to be, you know, like I needed to be aware of every little thing, but at the same time, like, it's just like, why? You know, I always go back to the question of why, and the whole point is to enjoy life for what it is. You know, that's the whole point of all of this. So that's my freaking 2 cents on the meditation. You know, pick a strategy or a technique, I should say, that works for you best, and then just go all in on that. You know, and then if it stops working, then try something new. So anyways, that's the plan for today. Let's get into some legs and just let the legs do the talking today. All right, so let's take a look at how the post legs workout is going. That was freaking good. That was we did leg extension, inner thigh, stiff leg deadlift, and then a bit of crazy 8 leg press, and that crazy 8 leg press freaking got me at the very end. But I'm pretty freaking flat this week just because, you know, we cut the food quite a bit, so it wasn't, I mean, it feels nasty. I haven't even checked, I mean, I briefly checked the legs in the locker room, but I haven't actually done like a full hamstring, quad, inner thigh check for, you know, for this post leg pump. But I wouldn't expect anything too crazy. This is a pretty flat pump by my standards. So let's just see how we're looking and let the legs talk. So pretty nasty overall. I mean, not the nastiest, but pretty good for a flat pump. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow for a good old-fashioned chest day. That's gonna be fun to up a cup size.